That's a keeper. That's got a 20, right? Measure out with yours. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is Captain Matt out of Rockport, Texas. Today we're going to keep the video simple. I'm just going to go ahead and show you a few highlight videos of what's been going on and what I've been able to record. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to go out there and just shoot a video for you guys just because it's been so busy. It gets a little chaotic with clients, having to help them, and whether we're on the water and the wade fishing trips or on a private charter, it's been a little bit of a hassle. So because of it, we haven't taken the camera with us. Here and there, I'll sneak the camera in and take a couple action shots when it's not too hectic. So just bear with us there on videos. Although I do appreciate the fact that since we haven't been video means that we have been on the water with clients, and I thank y'all for that, for y'all booking and keeping us busy. Other than that, let me go ahead and explain to y'all what we've been doing. So it is that spring transition time right now. Tides have come back up. Water has changed drastically as far as water temperatures. You know, we're out of the 50s, back in the 60s. Some days high 70s, just depends on what the weather's doing. And we're starting to get a lot of wind shifts, wind direction shifts. Some days it's out of the north, some days out of the southeast, some days out of the east, you know, north. It's just spinning. Everything is spinning right now. And because of it, we do have peak bite frames throughout the day. You know, we have periods throughout the day where the wind's not blowing and it's just nice and calm, and it can be a little bit of a grind when that happens, and then all of a sudden you start getting these strong 25, 20-mile winds coming through, stirs the bay up a little bit, and everything fires off if you're in the right place at the right time. But
fat scrubby sucker.
Let's go ahead and talk about a little bit about our wade fishing trips that we are going to promote here. So I do offer wade fishing trips for $175 a person. That is must bring your own gear. It means waders, rod, reel, tackle, net, stringer, something to measure, something to de-hook, all that good stuff. I am the transportation and I am your guide. I will jump in the water with you and gladly show you how to work the areas. I will teach you the ins and outs of how to approach areas, you know, why we start off 100 yards out, or, you know, why I pick a certain area or what I'm looking for, you know, all that good stuff, right? But I'm gonna show you what I've been throwing. So I'm still throwing fat boys even though the water's not really cold. Now, here's the thing, I'm not working these fat boys slow anymore. I am working them more like a springtime pattern. I am working them pretty hard. Sand and grass flats is where I'm at, or I'm on looking for shell. Not necessarily clump shell and mud anymore. I'm looking for like little points that have a shell bar, oysters on top, you know, stuff like that. I have been noticing mullet up tight to the shorelines in those points, and they have producing trout. Sometimes when the tide's high, there's trout. When the tide's low, you got trout and reds mixed. If you throw yourself some good old dead shrimp out there, you'll find those good old bottom feeders drum. They are loaded down on them, but they don't really have much size on them right now. But a lot of trout have been caught out there in those areas. So fat boys, I'm not gonna, I don't know the name of the color of this color scheme, but it's like a white with red tone to it. It's been doing me pretty good in that, you know, not necessarily stained water, but that off color water. It's visible. It's working. Another color that has been working in the clear water. I'm not talking about crystal clear like a glass of water. I'm talking about as long as you can put your polarized glasses on and still see with the right sunlight, you can see some color tone. You can see the difference in the water. What they call trout green water. Here you go. Pistachio color has been the trick. I've caught a lot of trout on it lately. Even some good sized redfish on it. Now, if I see redfish around, I immediately put the soft plastics, like your soft baits, like your corkies and your soft dines away, just because they are expensive and redfish will sit there and smash the hell out of them and destroy them all. I will switch to soft plastic for that. But if we're on a trout bite, this is where I'm going to. Throwing some big baits, looking for big trout, looking for spawning trout. As you guys can see here, I hit that one probably about 5 or 6 days ago. It's a 27 incher, and like I said, it was on this white and red mixed with that pink nose. You know, just working it hard over an oyster, and he smashed the hell out of it up tight. You know, probably a foot away from the bank. It was a nice, just
We'll worry about that in a minute.
Hook set there. He was up tight to the bank, just following some mullet.
I'm just glad he's hooked real well.
And I will say, these areas that I'm fishing too are in Copano and St. Charles locations where I've been fishing, wade fishing lately. There's plenty of other areas you can travel to and venture off to, but I've been staying over there during spring break just because less boat traffic, less hassle. You know, I'm out there in my own little zone. That's kind of the point of fishing. There is no point of fishing if you're not at peace. You got to be out there enjoying the time, enjoying the day, seeing nature, and trying to stay out of the chaotic boat traffic if you can. You know, it's always a good time to do that. So we're out there and sitting by one of these drains, one of those creek mouths, and that's where we've been locating the trout at, and the reds. Now, this time of year, when the water heats up a little bit more, we're fixing to start, you know, you're gonna start seeing me pull more of these out.
That's a big trout.
Your soft plastics, your rat tails. I don't have any ball tails or tails on me, period. But I got these here, the Coastal Brews. I'm gonna show y'all. It is just, you know, C-Max or T-Max on them, you know, weedless setups. You'll see me here in about a month or so. Start hitting those sand flats of grass. I'll get up tight on some of these shorelines that these fish will start migrating through to make their rounds, you know, around the bay following shrimp here in Copano. And I'm not gonna say which shorelines because, you know, it's time on the water and, you know, consistency to figure that out. But if you can find areas that have deep guts, you know, you want some contour in that ground. If you can find some guts, that's where you're going to find your reds and you're going to find your trout. Early morning, afternoons, if you have a big moon, you can count on midday bite will happen for trout again. But other than that, stick to your early morning, 6 a.m. till, you know, 9, 10. Try to get your trout by then. If not, 7 o'clock till 8 till it gets dark. You know, you got the next window for trout. It's been pretty good. Like I said, we will start shifting over to some of that different ground here soon. Looking for the big spawning trout, you know, around the creek mouths. Those smaller bay systems will have them. Even, you know, around Cedar, Copano side, you know, around your creeks, they're gonna have them. But those are your type of lures I'm gonna be throwing. You know, if we're gonna be, like I said, shallow flats, I'm gonna be throwing some weedless stuff. You know, your trout support, Coastal Brews. If I'm fishing a little deeper, oyster, throwing some Fat Boy still, and don't forget the mirror lures. What they call them, the double D's. They still work fantastic. If you run into a lot of reds and you got some trout in the mix, double D will do the trick right there. The redfish is not gonna mess it up, and you will have a blast sitting there popping that really hard. The reason why I don't really throw them too much anymore is I did notice that when I was sitting there throwing these heavier baits, it does tend to wear your wrist out. You know, you're sitting there trying to cast that thing for 6 hours, you will wear the heck out of your arms and your wrist. So I would say use them wisely, fish them accordingly if you can. If you're on a good bite, use it, but if it ain't happening, put it away. Take it easy on your body because they do wear you out fairly quickly. But that's what we've been doing. And if you guys are interested in getting on a trip, like I mentioned before, it's $175 a person to get on the boat for open boat wade trips. Like I said, bring your own gear. Or we do have private charters starting at $600 to $850 depending on personnel. And fishing's been pretty good. Like I said, right now we've been chasing trout and reds pretty much. Occasionally here and there you'll see me out there in the Port Aransas sides looking for sheephead when it's a little bit slower and tougher days. We'll go out there and catch some sheephead, but it's not necessarily what I do. I am a shallow water fisherman. I prefer the 1.5 to 2 foot of water range just because less trash fish, less hardheads, less stingrays. It's just what I prefer to do. But it's been great. It's been good fishing. And I look forward to seeing you guys get on the boat with me. Give me a call at 361-236-3397. And I hope you guys enjoy the highlight video. Like and subscribe, share, tell all your friends about the channel. Follow us on social media. It's just Matt's Fishing Adventures across the board. We have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Make sure you guys follow us, like our page, help us grow, and I do appreciate all the support. And look out for our weekly fishing reports on Facebook. There's a lot of reports I throw up there. I will tell you exactly pretty much what ground I'm on, how I'm approaching it, what time of day, the bait, the structure, you know, what are we looking for, is the bait getting chased, what's happening, what kind of bait is moving, all that good stuff. It's in these reports. It's great information, and it will help you catch fish in the long run. So I hope you guys follow us, and hope to see you out there in the water. Other than that, take it easy, guys, and appreciate y'all watching the video. Thank y'all.